Hi.
Hello. Today we are talking about our favorite movies, and we did not talk about them with each other before recording this, so we kind of guess each other's and our favorite music.
And if you would like the episodes early, you can get them on YouTube with a membership or on our website, glitterandcatlitter.com. And if you're not subscribed already, please do that.
And I hope you enjoy.
Glitter and cat litter.
Glitter and cat litter.
Taylor and I like to watch movies,
Some would call it love.
but I find that we watch the same movies over and over again, and I wouldn't say they are our favorite movies.
I fully agree with you. And I do that because if it's my choice, I watch them because I don't have to think while I watch them.
Because you're trying to fall asleep.
And I don't have to make a decision. I just go, yeah, I know I like this movie. All right, this movie's fine. I'll just turn this on. Kind of know what's happening. Kind of forgot. It's kind of funny. Kind of
So
not.
we wrote down each of our top. Did you top 10?
I did top 10. I can slap that baby in half if I need to.
No. I have 10. I
Okay.
actually have 14.
How dare you? Oh, you friggin' overachiever.
I have no. I just couldn't decide. So when I started, sorry, I have an itch on my nose.
It's called boogers.
When I started to write it down, first of all, I had to write it down immediately last night because we started talking about our favorite movies and I could not guess Taylor's. I was trying to guess like at least 3 of them, and I think I may have gotten close on the top 2. And then I was thinking about mine and I could only think of top 2. And then once I started thinking about it, oh man, it was like 20. And I was like, oh no, I need to narrow this down.
So that's kind of how I felt with mine, but not nearly. It's not as extravagant. I knew my like general top 10, and then I thought about it for a minute, and I was like, no, I think if you were to just ask me on a whim, and I'm not like really thinking, I'll give you a different. Top 5 probably stays almost the same. It's the 5 through 10 or 6 through 10 that changes slightly on whether or not I'm like actually thinking about it, because like I'll die on a hill of saying Marvel movies are some of my favorite, but they're not top 5. Which I guess that's a little bit of a spoiler before we even get into it.
I feel like I should know Taylor's favorite movies, and I don't. I'm realizing I don't think I do.
You're a little more predictable with this, I think. I know your top 2.
That's all I knew too.
Yeah, it's Midnight in Paris and The Truman Show.
Yes.
Right.
I have it tattooed.
Yeah. Yeah, designed by yours truly, not tattooed by yours truly.
Correct.
That's a bad idea. Don't have me tattoo you.
Well, you've never tried.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
would let you tattoo me.
Nah, I don't want to. I don't like the idea. I don't like needles and IVs and.
Okay, I think your top movie.
So are you okay? So you want to guess? So top. You're not gonna. You're gonna mess.
I'm
it
gonna
up.
get it
You're
wrong.
Not gonna get it right.
But it's the one I always guess, and it's Ace Ventura.
No, it's not top 1.
See, I already messed it up.
Yeah. So you've messed. Well, you have made it very clear to me for very long that Midnight in Paris is your favorite movie ever.
It is.
Which is totally great. I love that movie. However, mine changes.
Okay, that's not fair then. Okay, so what is your favorite movie? Okay, you're like a kid. What's your favorite movie today?
No. No, I feel like we should go. You want to go from best to least?
Yeah.
We're not going to go least to best? I feel like that climactically goes the wrong way. We're going down the hill?
Great. Okay, well, they already know my top 2.
Well, okay.
Okay,
sorry.
start at the bottom. Started from
Do
the
we
bottom.
do we need to start over? Or
No.
Okay. All right. So we're starting at the bottom of mine. Well, okay. Actually, I think this would be very fun. If you're just like off the cuff, quick, trying to guess like 5 favorite, 10 favorite movies. If you were to guess, where do you go?
Okay.
It doesn't have to be in order. Just guess like movies on the list.
Ace Ventura.
Okay.
Dark Knight.
Okay.
Ooh, Nacho Libre.
Uh-huh.
I would guess Central Intelligence, but you told me last night that was not on the list.
Okay.
But that would be a guess.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, why can't I think of the Star Wars one that you love? Oh no. Oh no.
Directed by Rian Johnson. Does that help you?
Uh-huh. The Last Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's 5 that I would guess.
Okay.
Movies that Taylor wants to watch. Oh boy.
It doesn't have to be wants to watch. It's like favorite movies.
Well, then that's like a criteria too. Like I had a hard time because I was like, okay, are they ones that I want to watch all the time? Are they ones that inspired me the most? Are they?
It's whatever you qualify as favorite.
Oh, that's so difficult. You're not going to guess half of mine.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know.
You can't go past 5?
No.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
I had like 4 Christmas movies on mine and I had to narrow it down to just one on the list. Okay, give me your number 10.
My number 10.
Yeah.
Moneyball.
That's a great movie. Oh,
Love that
man.
movie. So good.
Why didn't I think of that?
Makes me sad to think that A's might actually not have the same branding anymore.
That's okay.
Yeah,
Moneyball's
it's
fine.
Yeah.
Moneyball's good.
It's a good movie.
Oh, man, this is going to be a good list if that's number 10.
Yeah. Well,
Oof. Okay.
okay.
Do you want my 10?
Okay. Well, we're doing this slightly out of order. I want to try and guess some of yours, but I already know 2. Okay, so I got Midnight in Paris, and I got The Truman Show.
And you got those in order.
Okay, 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Great. I knew that though.
It's like you know me or something.
Strange. It's like I'm with you all the time.
He doesn't let me watch those every night. I would, but he doesn't.
I really like both of those movies, but The Truman Show gives weird vibes a little, so it's not my favorite to fall asleep to.
I get that.
Totally. But and then Midnight in Paris, love it. Love everything about it. But it gets predictable if I watch it too much.
I just love the setting.
Oh, me too.
The beginning, just the shots of Paris with I just love that.
That's kind of me and Monsters, Inc.
Is Monsters, Inc. on your list?
No.
Oh my gosh, that almost sent me somewhere else. I was like, I don't know him at all. Oh
no. No, but that intro to Monsters, Inc. To me is like the intro of Midnight in Paris to you is like the intro of Monsters, Inc. to me. Once the movie starts going for Monsters, Inc., I still love the movie. I think it's a great movie, but it doesn't, I'm not like so in love with the plot as much as
the last time you were out of town, I was like, oh, I'm not going to be able to fall asleep. Like whenever you're out of town, I stay up so late. And I was like, I need to go to bed. I should go to bed. And I was like, I'm just going to turn on Midnight in Paris and watch the beginning scenes. Sure enough, I don't remember a single thing past that. It was the beginning, beautiful shots, and then I was asleep.
I love it when there's a movie that does that.
It was perfect.
When there's a few that do that. Okay, so I've got those 2. I'm going to say Elf.
That would have been great.
You didn't even think about Elf?
No.
Does that have to get modified and it goes on your list?
I don't know. There's some good ones on there.
All right. Well, I say Elf, so I know I'm wrong now. I'm going to say Chef.
Okay.
Oh, dude, I don't know.
This is fun.
I really don't know. And if it's Christmas movies and there's a Hallmark anything in there.
No Hallmark.
Oh, thank God.
Because I love Hallmark, but I don't love Hallmark.
There was gonna be a moment of where I'm questioning our marriage for a second.
We might need to do
that
something.
Was a favorite.
No.
I really don't know if I can go.
My number 10 is gonna shock you, I think.
I honestly don't even know how to guess a 5th one for you.
I got to 5 at least for you, but
I want to
say
wrong. I want to say like a Star Trek, but like I don't feel like you would have put that on there. I would only say that out of like because of your dad, but that's not even.
I do have 1 on here. No, 2 actually because of my dad.
But for me to be able to guess these things for you, I can just like throw names out for TV shows if we were to do a TV show thing. And I could probably land on like 4 of them just because I know you've talked about them
What's
enough.
the first show you can think of?
I would think of like Arrow and oh crap, what's that other one?
It's the one I'm thinking of.
It's their it's not House of Cards. It's like it's that same kind of
Blacklist.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah. Those 2 are like just 2 of the ones where I'm like 100% they're on the list.
Because when Taylor and I were dating,
Parenthood is another one.
Oh, Parenthood's so good. When Taylor and I were dating, I think it was Tuesday nights. I had to leave, no matter what we were doing, I had to leave because I had to go home and watch TV with my dad. And it was always those 2 shows you mentioned, Arrow and Blacklist.
Do you put Parent Trap on your list?
Yeah.
Okay, I guessed 5. All right.
That's
safe.
also kind of because of my dad, because we went, oh, that's another story. I'll get to that.
Okay. So what's 10 on your list then?
Mad Max Fury Road.
What on earth is...
I knew that one was going to be like, wait, what? Yeah, I love that movie.
What the heck? I don't even understand anymore. It's the first one you've told me and I'm broken. I never would I have ever guessed that.
I wouldn't have guessed your Moneyball, but that's a great movie.
All right. Do you want me to go number 9 or are you going to go?
You go number 9.
Chef.
That one's on my list, but it is a lot higher than 9.
Okay. So then what's your number 9?
Singing in the Rain.
Never in a million years would I have guessed that movie. Okay. That is spot on.
It's a great movie.
100% would have never even crossed my radar. I don't even think I would have remembered that was a movie.
I was trying to figure out where to even put it. I like literally numbered. Did you number yours? Because I couldn't figure out like how to rank them. It's a really hard thing to do if you actually write down your movies and rank them.
No, my top 5 was straight up like bam, 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 bam.
Oh, I had a rough time. Mine's wild. Okay, go ahead. What's 8 for you?
Do you want to guess?
No.
Or you just not even.
No, I don't even want to try.
The Martian.
What? Really?
I love that movie.
Have I even watched that with you?
Matt Damon getting stranded on Mars? Yeah. Are you thinking of a different movie?
Yeah.
No, The Martian is...
I was thinking of like a cartoon.
No, The Martian is...
What am I thinking of?
I don't know. Marvin the Martian, maybe?
I think I'm thinking of like Looney Tunes or something.
That's not what this is. This is Matt Damon. It's directed by Ridley Scott. It's Matt Damon. It's
He's
Sebastian
alone.
Stan.
It's not the one where he's alone and
Yes, it
he
is.
grows all the things.
He's the space pirate.
That's a great movie.
It's a great movie.
Okay.
It's Jessica Chastain. I'm trying to think of everybody else who's in it.
Not Bryce Dallas Howard.
No,
If you know that
regardless,
song, that's great.
I also love the dude from Full House that's the director of NASA.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember his name right now.
It's not Uncle Joey. It's the other one. Oh, his real name. I have no idea.
Yeah, regardless, I love that movie.
Okay, that's a great movie.
I could probably watch that movie like way too often. I don't want to say every day because I don't like to watch anything every day, but like I could watch that at least once a week and be very okay.
That was your number 8?
That's number 8. What's your number 8?
What was your 9 again?
Chef.
Okay, so I was going to
Friggin'
say
love Chef.
your number 8 and your 10 are very like slow, somber movies. Like Moneyball has like a somber note to it. It's like a little dark. It's a little sad.
Yeah.
Are you a sad person? Do we need to talk about this?
I don't know. I'm not going to dive into that one.
Okay, my number 8 is Parent Trap.
Okay. 8 is Parent Trap.
So I have this pure, vivid memory of driving to, I almost said nationals. It wasn't nationals. It was regionals in Bakersfield with my dad. And I don't remember why it was just the 2 of us. We went up early. I don't know why we would have taken 2 cars, but I guess my mom came up later with my brothers. And it was just me and my dad. And we got there early. And he didn't have anything to do like until nighttime. So we went to the movies. And we went and saw Parent Trap. So whatever year that was that came out. And it was like the best time.
That sounds awesome. I don't think I saw that in theaters.
Yeah, it had just come out. It was like, that was the thing that we always did whenever we like got to regionals or nationals early, and it was so hot, like wherever we were. So we would just go
It's
to the
not
movies.
always in Fresno, is it?
It used to be in Bakersfield for regionals.
Oh.
Then it went to Fresno, and then nationals was not always in Nebraska, but most of the years it was in Nebraska. So it was always humid wherever we were, and like kind of gross outside. So we always went to the movies. That's where I saw Dark Knight the weekend it came out. I saw it in Nebraska, in Lincoln.
They definitely don't have a theater that does that one justice in Nebraska.
No, but it was great.
Oh, it's a great movie.
I think I saw it twice that weekend. I saw it once with my friends and once with my dad and my brothers.
I saw it 4 times in the first 24 hours.
Oh, wait, in 24 hours? How is that possible? I mean, I know it's possible, but how did you, what show times did you go to?
I saw the midnight showing. I saw the 9 a.m. showing. And I saw, 3 times in 24 hours, 4 times opening weekend.
Okay.
So I saw,
That's
side
wild
note,
too.
I saw the midnight showing because it was before they did the like 7 p.m. showings. It was
Yeah.
literally like if it came out, you saw the midnight,
Yeah.
stood in line forever because they didn't have assigned seats. So crazy.
It's so wild how stuff has changed.
I did the midnight showing. I don't remember who all went with me. I know it was in like high school when I saw it. Anyway, midnight showing, 9 or 10 a.m. showing. And then I was out in Palm Springs and we saw the 10 p.m. showing or 9 p.m. showing or whatever of it in IMAX. And then we came home and I saw it again.
Wild.
So if that doesn't help you know that Dark Knight is on my list, I don't know what else would.
Wow.
Ready
Okay.
for number 7?
I'm ready.
Spider-Man.
Which Spider-Man?
All of them.
Oh. Who's your favorite Spider-Man?
Okay. Well,
I know who it is.
I
At
would
least I
say
think.
Andrew Garfield.
That's what I
But-
would have guessed.
But I grew up like that was hard though when I wrote that and I said all of them. I know that that's like cheating. I like all 3 of the Spider-Mans very much for very different reasons. And
Okay.
Andrew Garfield just happens to be my favorite because of the like snarky, like, because if I remember right, I could be wrong. And if somebody wants to correct me and I am wrong, then my whole life has been a lie to myself. And this might hurt me more than it hurts you telling me. But I swear that there's 2 different types of written Spider-Mans. There's Spider-Man and then there's the Amazing Spider-Man. If I
think you're
remember right in the comics. And Tobey Maguire was Spider-Man, which is nearly the same story, but not quite. But he's not as cocky.
Hot take. I don't like that Spider-Man.
I love that Spider-Man. That's the nostalgia one that you...
There's something about him and his acting, and I know it's all on purpose, but it makes me so uncomfortable.
I love it. But so the Andrew Garfield one is the like snarky, cocky, like nerdy, but cool nerdy guy. Love that.
But then what about Tom Holland?
Oh, he just slays it as Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I just like it.
He's
It's
my
just-
favorite Spider-Man,
Just great.
which feels weird because it feels like our Spider-Man. It's like kind of like our Batman. Like, who is your person like that you associate with the role?
Oh, it's Christian Bale for me.
Yeah, same.
But
Because that's our timeline. Like, that's our life. That's our
Yeah.
Batman. But like our Spider-Man
It's Tobey
should be
Maguire.
Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
And I like the newest. Well, I don't know. There's a bunch of animated ones now, so I don't know who the newest necessarily
Well,
is,
he's still Spider-Man. He's still like in the movies as Spider-Man right
Yeah.
now.
But like Tom Holland is my
Right.
favorite Spider-Man. So
But
interesting.
yeah, I really like them all. I genuinely, you could give me any of the Spider-Mans. I like all of them. I'm super into watch any of them.
But
they're
if you
great.
had to pick one Spider-Man movie, could you?
To watch more than once,
Yeah.
it's probably the first Tobey Maguire one. Like the
Yeah.
first Spider-Man that came out whenever that came out. That would be the one that I could watch just whenever. But if I was to pick a Spider-Man actor role, it was Andrew Garfield.
Is the Green Goblin
That's that one.
the first one?
Mhm.
That scared me when we were like old enough that wouldn't be scary.
It shouldn't be scary.
Yeah, but that like scared me. He scared me. He's a great actor.
Well, I also love Willem Dafoe.
Yeah.
So, he's like perfect for that role.
I love him, but I hate him because
Yeah.
he's scary. He's
Well,
like creepy.
He's also he's connivey.
Yeah.
Arr.
I
Okay.
don't think that's a word.
Number 7. Yeah, it's not a word, but it is now.
Number 7, Catch Me If You Can.
Oh, that was almost on my list.
That's a
Oh, I
great movie.
love that. I could watch that movie. I literally can hear Tom Hanks saying Frank Abernathy just constantly.
I love it. I love that movie.
Oh, or no, sorry, It's William Abagnale. Frank William Abagnale Jr. Is that what it is?
I don't even know.
Oh man, now I'm just gonna sound stupid not knowing the names, but I can hear whatever the
You
name is.
hear his
I can
voice,
hear him
yeah.
saying it and like all the little. Oh, I love that movie.
I think that's a great movie. But like
Story about the mouse and the butter.
I like
Churned it until it was hard and they could climb out. Oh,
I
love
couldn't
that.
like think that one I think I wrote down today because I was like trying to find like rankings and I was like, "Oh, that." Yeah.
Are you still like very surprised at my like 7 through 10?
Yeah, but
But not
it's
really.
not like shocking, but it's shocking.
The Mad Max is literally shocking to me. Like I cannot believe that.
Do you want to know real quick? Do you want to know the ones that didn't make the list but
Sure.
like almost did?
Sure.
This one I am gonna get so much
What'd you say?
shame from my brothers probably for this one.
They're not going to listen to this.
Eat, Pray, Love.
You're going to get shame from me from that.
The Joker,
Ooh. Okay.
like the newest.
Yeah, I know.
Casablanca.
Okay.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay.
This one is, I couldn't remember the name of it, but it's called Peaceful Warrior. And I think I've only watched this a few times and I don't know where I could even watch it now. I didn't look it up. But that one like blew my mind, changed my life, but not like in a good movie way. It's a strange one. And then
I don't
Sixth
even know what that
Sense.
one is.
I'd have to like look it up because I watched it over a decade ago, but it's like about a gymnast that it's like a lot about mental like competition stuff.
Dude, you putting Sixth Sense anywhere close to the list is such a wild one to me. Not because it's not a good movie, but like you're not a thriller, scary movie person, and that
No.
movie is all of that. And I'm like, why
It's
would
just
you?
one of those movies that like I must have watched it at a time that it just completely
Impactful.
yeah. I don't know. Strange.
Ready for my number 6?
I'm ready.
Indiana Jones.
Ah, that's a good one. I don't have any Star Wars or
You don't have a single Disney franchise on
no,
there.
I do have
You
at
have
least
Parent
one.
Trap. Yeah.
I have two then.
Okay, so Indiana Jones. Harrison Ford is my favorite Indiana Jones, if you were curious.
Okay. Good to know.
For anybody that didn't catch the joke, is there's only one Indiana Jones.
I don't know if
I
we've
don't know.
talked about this, but at Star Wars Celebration, we saw John Williams conduct Indiana Jones, and Harrison Ford came out, and I started sobbing. Like
That was sick.
It was too much for me and my heart.
That was awesome. If I have to pick a favorite, it's probably Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Okay.
Temple of Doom makes me feel all sorts of weird things. I can't do it. I can't do it. And then The Last Crusade is the one that I remember the least. And every time I watch it, I feel like I end up falling asleep.
Interesting.
I don't know. I think it's the timing. Every time I try to watch that one, I'm like,
Oh, I thought you meant like the timing of the movie. Like
no, I think it's
the
literally the
pace.
time that I always turn that one on. I'm either not paying attention to it and then it's over and I'm like, shoot. And then,
Yeah.
or I fall asleep. And then I actually don't really have a problem with
The
what is it?
newest.
Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I love Shia LaBeouf. So like, I love him in movies. You know, I mean, his character is frustrating, but like, I get it.
I just
That movie's
only think,
totally Indiana Jones to me.
I only
still.
think of Even Stevens whenever I see Shia LaBeouf.
I think
so.
of Transformers before I think of that, which I think is funny. I think his character is funny in that.
Yeah.
But then the newest Indiana Jones, I loved it. I thought it was great. I thought it was like so still Indiana Jones, and it felt awesome and rewarding and everything. So
I loved it too.
if I'm putting, I guess side note, if you haven't realized yet, some of my movies in this list are franchises because we're not doing this. We're not picking I'm not just
A favorite
dying on the
kid.
hill of one. It's the whole franchise, guys. I can't pick one.
It's all your children, not just one. That's
No,
how
I'll have a favorite child probably.
Okay, that's fair.
All right,
Okay,
what's your
my
number 6?
number 6 is Crazy Stupid Love.
Number 6?
Mhm.
Really? So we're not even in top 5, and that doesn't even make top 5.
No, I'm embarrassed about my number. I'm embarrassed about my top 5, to be honest.
I love where this is going. Okay. I love Crazy Stupid Love. Ryan Gosling is so dope.
There are so many quotable lines.
Be better than the Gap.
I literally have that written on a Post-it note in front of my face every day. Be better than the Gap.
I love it.
And just if you've ever seen Crazy Stupid Love, you have to. Like,
throws the shoes down the.
whenever we
Century
go
City
out, what is the line that I always say? That driving.
You've been drinking? I'll drive.
You're drinking? I'll drive.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
So good.
It's so good. Okay, so that is my number 6. What is your number 5? Oh, we're getting up to the top.
Ready?
I don't know if I'm ready.
Ace Ventura.
Number 5.
Mhm.
Did you pick one of a Pet Detective or?
I'll pick Pet Detective if
Okay.
I have to. Honestly, but both. Again,
I think Pet Detective's better.
I think I don't know. Everybody loves a slinky, a slinky, a slinky. Oh, so close. Just it's like, do we have time to do it again? It's like 3 hours late. That's the opening.
I did oh my gosh. I did the Kelly Clarkson show and oh my God. What's
Jim
his-
Carrey.
Thank you. Jim Carrey was on the show and I was like losing my mind. I'm like, Taylor's going to freak out. But our timing, like I did the opening number and then I was in my green room when he went on. But I was like, he's just in the other room. And I don't get like starstruck or anything, but I was like, oh my gosh, if I can figure out a way to like meet him and like get a picture with him or like send something to Taylor, I would have FaceTimed you before I like got a picture with him and like held it up.
I mean,
oh, that'd be so nice. What an interesting
whatever.
man.
So good.
Yeah. Okay. Number 5, The Holiday.
Why did I not even think of that when I was guessing your movies? Totally, yeah.
I love that movie.
I love Jack Black.
I do too. The whole movie, the whole cast, everything is just like tied up in a little bow. I love it.
That is a good movie. Oh man.
Yeah.
I love that there's like I hope I probably could have looked at I wanted to look this up actually. I hope that windy day.
I knew you were going to say that.
I hope that was literally not intentional and it was just the Santa Ana winds like we get them and it was just frustrating and they were shooting and they're
We
just
have
like
to go with it. Yeah, because like that one scene that brings me like into the whole movie because if you have ever been in Southern California when we have Santa Ana winds, man, it is like I can feel the air. I can feel what that feels like in that scene outside. I'm like, oh, but it's like it's awful when it's happening in real life, but in the movie, I'm like, oh, I'm there. Like I can feel it. I love when that happens.
Slight side note. Least favorite weather.
Ooh. Hail.
Okay. Wind. Literally.
Wind is an issue.
Hate it so much. But
Yeah.
actually, I think now that my hair and everything is not the same as it used to be, I don't think I hate it as much.
Maybe.
But I haven't been in it enough. But like it kicks up dust. It gets in your face and your eyes and nose and all your crevasses and holes. It's like sand. Ugh.
I don't know why I remember this, but Scott Myrick, I think, posted or told me this. And I'm thinking about him now because I was talking about Kelly Clarkson and I worked with him on that job. Anyway, he posted something about wind and I think he posts it whenever it is windy. And he's like, this has no purpose. Like, he's like, this is awful.
No, I hate it.
And there is no reason for this.
We would get along when it comes to that.
It's 4:00. The cat feeder just went off.
Whoops.
Okay. What is your favorite weather?
I was thinking when I started this, I said, oh no, how do I pick a favorite? Actually, I think it would be the weather when we were in Tennessee. That
Okay.
that cold, but like Pixar clouds
Oh,
and like sunny, not quite hot, not quite cold, not too humid,
cloudy though. You like cloudy.
but like very speckled clouds.
Not
Like,
stormy.
yeah, not. I mean, I love stormy. Don't get me wrong.
He does. I
But-
hate storms.
Favorite weather would be like intermittent clouds all day. That's the word.
There you go. Mine's like 76 degrees, 76 to 80 degrees, sunny.
If I can be in like 3 layers always, oh, that's perfect.
I like it hot.
It's not 76 for me. I want to be in like a layered t-shirt. I want to be in like a hoodie that like you could see the shirt under it. I want to be in some jeans and pants, like some longer tube socks.
Hopefully that'll come up
some
in a few
shoes.
months.
Then an outerwear jacket, and I could put a hat and a hood on, and that's the whole thing. Oh
See,
man,
you
I
and
love
that look is me bundled up like so big and floofy because I get way colder than you.
it.
Although not
probably not
recently.
anymore.
Yeah.
You used to for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, back to the scheduled programming.
Number 4.
Number 4, Nacho Libre.
I knew it.
Gosh, man, Jack Black.
Can we talk about your relation to Nacho Libre and the butt flex? So
Yeah.
Taylor has this
Yeah.
thing, this issue where,
I'm pretty sure it's no longer an issue.
but I'm scared to find out.
I've tested the waters a little.
So Taylor used to joke around and he would flex his butt like Nacho Libre and he would get a butt cramp. And I would have to elbow, like no joke, no matter where we were, I'd be like, lay down, let me elbow it out. Because I would have to like shove my elbow into his butt cheek and get the knot out every single time. And there was one time, you can tell this story if you want, one time at Disneyland.
Yeah, so there's this one time at Disneyland where I said that I wasn't going to do it. And then we were there with Brian and his kids,
Mm-hmm.
Our trainer, also friend. And they egged me on enough to do it.
Which they didn't need to egg him on that much. He
I
was
probably
very
gonna do
willing.
it anyway. Yeah, so we were in Galaxy's Edge, and we were walking out of Docking Bay 7.
7, yeah.
Um,
Not a detail we need.
no, it's important. Right on the archway outside of the outdoor eating area, I leaned on the wall because it looked like where Nacho leans on the wall for Encarnacion. And I went, this is my opportunity. And so I
This is
did
it.
it. I went too hard. I think I went harder than I normally go. And I just was like, I'm going to be fine. And I let go of flexing my buttocks. It was not fine. It was the opposite of fine. I could not focus. I could not even stand up straight. I barely could walk. And our trainer went into like dad mode and like trainer mode. And he found me a table to stretch because that was the only thing I could do. And I had to walk down a ramp. But in the process of this, his 2 kids that are like not it was like below teenage years. So they're
they're
like old single digit kids,
9 and 11, I
Yeah.
think, at the time.
which means butt pain is cripplingly funny.
Yes.
And I also agree. And so one is on the ground crying, laughing. The other one can't walk straight because he's laughing.
Graham
and then dad
came back
is
to me still
Yes.
crying.
Yes, and then dad is finding a table for us, and it's Disneyland, so there's not a lot of tables and there's not a lot of places that like are free all the time, or especially around food. He finds one and I'm stretching, but like I think we still have a picture of me stretching, but regardless, it took like 10 minutes for me to like be able to function as a human. And the
So-
whole time everyone's crying, laughing, and I'm over here just crying in pain.
Taylor's had some real bad experiences at Disneyland recently.
Ugh,
That wasn't
we
really
don't need to
recent.
go into this.
We
Yeah.
don't need to go into that, but it is a good story. But
That'll be for
when-
another time when we talk about that.
It will
I want to
be.
leave something for them, something to be
Nugget.
desired.
leave a nugget.
Yes.
But we couldn't figure out, we're like, is it because your butt's not strong enough? Is it
I think that's what
Like-
I think that's what it was.
But then Brian was like, just don't do that.
Yeah, I was like, dude, why does my butt cramp when I do this? And he goes, why your body doesn't like it, so just don't do it. I'm like, but it's so funny.
Taylor was like, but nacho.
But it's funny.
Steven was the best Nacho Libre I've
Oh,
ever seen.
it's literally
for
amazing.
Halloween.
No, Jack Black is the best Nacho Libre. Okay.
I don't know. Steven got pretty close.
That's true. Okay, what's your number 4?
Chef.
Okay. Yours is a lot higher than mine. Some would say twice as high.
I love that movie.
Me too. Jon Favreau, man, absolutely slays it.
It's just such a good movie. It's like so unassuming. Like I never saw that on anything, like a title on some streaming thing. It was like, yeah, I want to see. Like it doesn't call to me. And then when I did see it, I was like, I love this movie. Like I could watch this all the time.
Yeah, me too.
And it just makes me want to like go find a food truck that has what are those sandwiches called?
Cubanos.
Yeah. Oh gosh, so good.
Those hurt the roof of my mouth though,
Why?
because the bread's so hard. We've had them at Porto's. You can get like a Cubano at Porto's.
Isn't that kind of what I got at?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that didn't hurt the roof of my mouth.
No, that was a good one. Maybe I've had bad ones.
Maybe.
Because when the bread's super hard, it's real crunchy. It's like real crusty.
I get that.
So
Yeah.
it's rough. Anyway,
Okay, number 3. This is the one I'm embarrassed about for me. You go.
I'm not embarrassed at all. I think it's going to be slightly shocking.
Okay.
Star Wars.
Oh my gosh.
No. Shocking that it's third.
Oh, I'm not
I've got
shocked.
like multiple tattoos of it,
But
and it's not top 3. It's top 3, but it's not 1 or 2.
Dark Knight is going to be either 1 or 2, but I don't know what the other one is.
Well, I mean, I literally haven't said Dark Knight yet, and we've talked about how
Yeah.
many times I've seen it. So, spoiler alert.
So that's not that shocking to me that it's 3.
Star Wars The Last Jedi, Episode 8, directed by Rian Johnson, the one that people don't like the most, it seems. That's my favorite.
I think it's a Rian Johnson movie that needs to be added to our list.
A Looper.
Is that on your list?
No, but Looper is Rian Johnson.
Yeah, no, but there was another one that someone was talking about in a podcast that I was
Knives
listening
Out?
to. No, that's a good movie though. Wow. Okay, my number 3 is embarrassing.
Let's go.
She wears Harlocks in it.
Just say it.
Ice Princess.
What?
It is not a great movie. It's not even a good movie. It's a movie that I like.
Enough to be top 3.
Yes.
You're a monster.
Yes.
Oh my God. Do we need to talk about this more, or you want to breeze past it?
I think I watched. Okay, so
Why do you like it? Like, why is it in your top? Because she's wearing Harlocks?
no, not at all because she's wearing Harlocks. I actually didn't even notice that she was in Harlocks until I went to get my Harlocks because he has a big poster for the movie in the shop. But no, there's something about the movie and the timing of when I saw it that I was like living. That was like when I was competing at that level and at the top level. And there was something about her journey of like not knowing anything about skating and like studying the science of jumps, which is a thing, but is not a thing at all.
It's probably a thing.
And it was just so fascinating to me. And it was like so inspiring. But it was that movie and Stuck in the Suburbs. Those 2 movies, I think, were on the same VHS tape. And I would just put that into my
Please don't tell me Stuck in the Suburbs is number 2.
No, it's not. It's not. But
Thank
it was on the original list. And I was like, I got to make room for these other ones because there's no way.
Okay.
Stuck in the Suburbs is another not great movie, but a good movie for me.
I couldn't even tell you what that movie is.
Oh, it's terribly fantastic.
I won't be watching it, I don't think.
I've
it a
never
Disney
made you.
movie?
Yeah, it's like a Disney Channel movie.
Oh, is it kind of like Smart House?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
later on.
Yeah, the Smart House is kind of sick.
Yeah.
Okay, my number 2.
Okay.
I don't
I'm
know
scared.
if you're ready for this.
Is it Dark Knight? What is it?
Oppenheimer.
Okay. I get that. I could have guessed that.
I'm not joking. I absolutely love that movie.
It is a really good movie.
Man, Christopher Nolan. I could watch that. Like, we saw it the morning it came out, the Friday morning, and front row IMAX. Front row 70 millimeter IMAX, 30 theaters in the world. The biggest one is 7 stories tall. I'd have to look up what this one is in Irvine.
I thought you did. It was 4.
No, that was an educated guess.
Oh.
The screen is huge. If you've seen the memes on the internet, it is not a funhouse mirror sitting that close. Frankly, you see the entire screen. It's fine. It's not a problem sitting that close.
Also, I have a YouTube video and I show from my legs up, and it's so high.
It is so high. I think it is like 4 stories high. It is huge, but I saw the movie just fine. It was like honestly like 8 feet closer than I wanted to be, maybe, which is like 1.5 rows back.
Yeah, he said 1.5 rows back. I think like
3 or 4 rows back would have been absolutely stunning. But like, we didn't buy tickets when they went on sale. We bought tickets like 4 days before.
But also, hot take, we like to sit in the front.
Oh, I absolutely love the front of movie theaters. If they're like 20 to 30 feet back and there's nothing and it's the screen, perfect.
What is your top reason of liking the front row?
I hate rude moviegoers, which seems to be at every movie always. And I am so distracted by people talking and moving stuff and pulling their phone out and not turning their watch on theater mode and just being a total trash human in a movie.
Angry.
It's so true, though. Like, I pay to go see this movie. And I don't want to be distracted. Like, you also paid to go see this movie.
Totally.
Like, if you're going to just like talk and use your phone and do whatever else, watch it at home, please.
Yeah.
Don't ruin my dark theater, super loud, big screen experience by you having to be on your phone or Instagramming or something. And most of the time, I can see what you're doing on your phone because it's the screen that is the movie and then your screen that's so damn bright, it's sucking your soul out. And I can see your Instagram feed.
I seem to remember years when you would have your phone out at the movie theater.
I don't recall much of that, but it would probably be on like the second or third viewing, and I would have my thing all the way off and keep it as close in front of me because I know that if I put it over here, the people behind me are distracted by it. So I would always keep it in front of me if I did. Because even now, if I'm going to take like a picture of like the credit, because I want to show that I was in there, it's like, it's close because I don't want to, I'm not trying to ruin an experience for people.
I appreciate that. But I do, you don't do it anymore, but I do remember like, this had to have been like 8 years ago. You used to pull your phone out and I was like, put your phone away.
I'm a changed person, okay? Look, we all have flaws. And the ones that are not acceptable are the ones with people pulling their phones out in a movie theater and just browsing the internet. I definitely don't browse.
Also, chewing with your mouth open is Taylor's number one.
There's no reason in the whole world that needs to exist.
I was even just eating last night. Literally last night. I was starting to eat my dinner.
And I was like, you got to pause while I find this, whatever we're about to turn on the TV. You got to pause here for a moment.
And I was just like, I'm so sorry, but like, I'm going to like turn into the Hulk if we don't. Good thing I didn't have a jalapeno in my mouth because it was a little spicy. And I was like, if I have to hold this for a long time, this is going to be painful. But you were quick.
I was trying to be fast.
Yeah.
But Oppenheimer.
A Barbie movie almost made my list.
Love that.
Yeah.
Don't love that it didn't make the list, but love that it almost did.
It didn't quite.
It's by the way, Oppenheimer for me, I want to be clear that it's not because it's new and not because of like any hype or anything around it. I genuinely love that movie.
I can second that he genuinely loves that movie because he has not stopped talking about it.
Dude, I can't stop.
And not in like a bad way. I really liked it as well. Like I've wanted to watch all the behind the scenes things and all the interviews.
I can't. The striking visuals of all of the abstract things that they're trying to convey emotion with and sound effects and music all tied to all of those things. And they slap you with it all throughout the film, but just right off the bat, I'm like, this is what I'm here for.
The sounds and the music was top notch for me.
So good.
It was like,
and the acting and the visuals and the practical effects and the film and
yeah, it was fascinating what they chose to do and why they chose to do it. That's what was like, it wasn't one of those that it took me out of it when things would happen, but I afterward was like, that was a weird choice to put that there, but it worked.
I love it.
Very interesting.
Okay, your number 2.
My number 2, he already guessed, The Truman Show. I love that movie so much. And I don't know, I didn't see that movie until much later on in life. Like, I don't know what year that came out. That came out
It was like 92,
yeah.
93
So
or something.
I definitely didn't see it until, when did I get this tattoo?
You got it quite a while ago.
I probably saw the movie like 10 years ago, maybe 12 years ago.
So you saw it like right before we started dating?
I think so.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that one, like the concept of him, if you've never seen the movie, I highly recommend it. But like the concept of him being in this movie and show and everyone else knows except him, it's like sometimes life feels like that. Like, especially with social media and like just being on camera so much and all this stuff, it's like, wait. And like not to bring this back to my dad, but he always told me like, we got to be in like a simulation and like we're being controlled. So we would always talk about our different ideas on this. And I always picture all of us doing things as like little Sims, like sim characters, and aliens are like controlling us somehow. Like telling, oh, let's have this person go do this thing. That'll be funny. And like bad stuff happens and they're like, that was funny. Let's do something else. That's how I feel about it.
It is confirmed aliens are real. So,
yeah,
there is that.
I've known all along.
I know. Okay, my number 1.
Number 1. I know what it is.
Oh?
Dark Knight.
Nope. You're right. It is Dark Knight. I love that movie so much.
Did you turn that on last night?
Yeah, I sure did. I love it.
I only watched like 2 scenes of that and then fell asleep.
I love that movie so much. I can't. Everything in that movie is so good.
I do really love that movie.
What's really funny about it is I never saw Batman Begins.
You still haven't?
Sorry. I said that wrong. I did not see it before. I didn't see it for like, okay. I didn't even see Batman Begins after Dark Knight Rises. It was after that.
You don't really need to.
No, but I had no idea who Cillian Murphy's character was in the opening of Dark Knight.
Oh.
Because he's Scarecrow and he's there, but then he's done there after that. They we're just done with his character for the time being or whatever. But I was like,
wow, he's in your top 2 movies.
Yeah, really, really tiny role for like 1 second and then the entire thing.
That's pretty amazing.
Figure out which one I'm talking about. He's in but no, there was something so striking about Dark Knight and how like, I don't know, I felt like Dark Knight was even though Batman Begins was the origin story of that Batman, I feel like Dark Knight really did the job of like making it the story.
I agree.
Which is very interesting. But
yeah.
I could watch that movie every day.
Who made that movie?
Christopher Nolan.
Oh,
he made Batman Begins.
A theme here.
He made all 3 of those Batmans.
I think I knew that, but I didn't know that.
And he did a giant bomb.
Right. Wow. Okay. Interesting.
He did Giant Bomb twice. He did it at the end of Dark Knight Rises and Oppenheimer.
He also crashed a huge plane into a thing, didn't he? For Tenet?
The boy likes explosions.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'd be worried about that.
Nah, it's fun. Controlled. It's all good. Healthy.
As long as you're getting it caught on camera too.
Yeah. Great. Catch it on camera, then it doesn't matter.
My favorite is Midnight in Paris.
Mm.
I love it so much.
Tom Hiddleston, man.
I just love, who's the other one too? Who plays
I don't know his name. I can't remember his name. I know exactly who you're talking about. He's the bad guy in Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He plays Oh, I don't even.
I
I
can't
can't even
even
think of the
think of it
writer's
either.
name.
Oh, Hemingway.
Oh yeah. He plays
What's
Hemingway.
his name?
I don't know.
Let's find out.
I don't know his name, but that movie
Oh,
is
he's
so
so
well
good.
cast. The color is so good. The vibe is so good.
And it just makes me hate
Amy Adams. No, it's not Amy Adams. It's
No,
Rachel McAdams.
Rachel McAdams.
Man,
Midnight
yeah,
in Paris.
I do hate Rachel McAdams in that movie, and I hate the other guy too.
Oh, I hate him so much.
What's his name?
I love Owen Wilson.
No, not Owen Wilson.
No, I'm saying I do love Owen Wilson.
I can't even think of
Michael Sheen is his real name. The other one that we don't like.
Michael Sheen is Paul.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like Paul.
But the other actor that we were talking about that's Hemingway. Oh my God, Corey Stoll. He's so good.
I hate that he always plays a bad guy now.
I mean, not in Hemingway wasn't bad.
But everyone else is.
Marion Cotillard, though, that plays Adriana.
Yes.
I love her. I used to like just every movie she was in, like every role she played, I was like, I want to look like her.
She's in Dark Knight Rises.
I want to be like her.
She's
but she's like French or something.
Well, why do you say it like you can't be like her?
I'm not.
You can go get a French accent. Ho, ho, ho.
I don't think so. I don't think I can do that.
You got a big enough nose. You can do it.
It's true. I've been told I have a Roman nose.
I don't know if Rome or
I was told that in Rome multiple times.
I don't know if they ever colonized.
They asked if I was Roman.
France.
And I said, I don't know.
You said maybe, but I don't want to go do the test thingy.
I am an American.
I am from America. It's not Rome. Okay. Favorite music?
This is tough.
We're 50 something minutes in and we're just getting to the music.
I love that.
I don't feel like this one's going to be as long though.
No, because I do have a lot to say about music though.
I could sit here and talk about music all day, obviously.
Some music is Taylor's thing. Like that is his thing. Roller skating's my thing. Music is his thing. That's what I would say.
Yes.
But I give Taylor picks the music in the house and the car.
Yeah.
He picks the music because
the curator.
What I like, if I were to choose the music, he would lose his mind.
I think I would probably not be alive anymore.
So I have allowed him to choose the music because I don't mind his choice. So I like a lot of music. Our only like unified front is that we don't listen to country music.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say metal. I was getting ready. Yeah, no, I'm not a country fan. I will say something about music. I don't remember who said it, but it was something that I heard one time, and I realized that it was something that I had to change and I wanted to live by, and it is that no music sucks. I used to say, like, country music sucks, or this sucks, or whatever sucks. No, false. Not true at all. I do not like it.
I think that's fair to say for all art of any form.
Right. It works perfectly for art, but is most commonly referred to as music. Because a lot of times, like, someone will play you a song and you're like, oh, that song sucks. Let's go to something else. No, I don't like that song. That song makes me not feel good. Let's go to something else. I know it's a lot more words, but that saying something sucks in music to me is like very, especially as like a musician and an artist, it's one of those where I'm like, if you do say that, maybe think about changing that. Just because,
yeah.
What if that song is the person who's playing it? What if it's the thing that is changing their life? What if it's the thing that saved their life? What if it's that same thing that might be a different song for you?
That's beautiful.
Because you might hurt someone more by saying that it's blatantly not good versus you saying that you don't resonate with it or you don't like it. So if you say music sucks, I would like you to think about maybe not saying that it sucks and maybe saying that you don't like it. Because
yeah, that's great advice.
Yeah, I don't think I say it at all anymore.
I don't think so. No.
I remember when I realized that, it took me a little while to not say it, and then
You might say that about some of my disco choices. You say that about my disco moves.
Yes, no, your dance moves can suck. That's different. My dance moves
No.
can suck.
Yes, but no, because the dance moves that you think suck are awesome.
No, they definitely suck. Yeah, they're not good. No, you could do it better. No, it could be better. Yeah, you could do better.
The internet agrees with me.
No, you could do better. The internet will agree with me too. You can do it better. Man. Yeah, practice. It makes perfect. 10,000 hours. Go.
I put in way more than 10,000 hours on that.
Maybe not those moves.
2 years ago for my birthday, Taylor let me pick the playlist.
I also did this year.
Did you?
Yes. I pretty much do every year. You get one day.
That is so kind of you.
Yeah, you get one.
My goodness.
There's 364 for me.
Okay. So I picked disco 2 years ago, and it was like Apple Music Disco Essentials. And Taylor, we drove like maybe 30 minutes, and Taylor was losing his mind.
It was really hard to focus while driving and stuff. It was not.
It was perfection. I've decided my favorite music, if someone was to ask me that.
You're just diving right into it?
Mm-hmm.
To genre? So like favorite genre?
No.
Favorite what?
Anything I can skate to.
Oh, as a whole.
Yeah.
Anything you
like
can skate
very
to.
Very broad, if I can answer it that way.
So literally music.
No, there's some music you can't
like
skate to.
Outside of ambient.
Yeah.
I think you can still skate to ambient. Use your noodle.
Let me talk about that for a moment. The music that is repetitive, like the same thing over and over. I feel like there's a better way of explaining this. You know what I mean, because it drives me insane. That's the only music that drives me insane.
See, but when you say it like that, that's going to make most people think that you're talking about all electronic music.
And I'm not. I actually like electronic music.
It's called arrhythmic music.
Oh, man. They play it in like H&M a lot.
It's a specific, it's not even a tempo. It's a specific thing. You have a hard time with Pliny because of it, but it's really not. You explaining it that way actually doesn't explain what bothers you, because with Pliny, he doesn't do the same things. Pliny does, oh my gosh, what is it? It's like weird time signatures and syncopation. Which syncopation is the upbeat of a tempo. So like if your tempo is like 1, 2, 3, 4, the syncopation is when I say and. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The syncopation is all the ands. So he would do the accents on some of the syncopation, which drives you nuts because you're hearing 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
But he's counting, or he's accenting in between your counts, and it throws you off and makes you stressed. So I understand that. I don't know how to explain. I totally know what you're saying. It's basically any music that intends to cause tension.
It drives you nuts.
Like EDM builds drive you nuts. They're like,
yeah. There's some deadmau5 that I make you turn off, and I feel like I'm stuck. Like I don't know how to fully explain it. It's almost like being claustrophobic.
Yeah, I get it.
It does that to me.
Man, but the release is so good.
No, because
but it doesn't do it live, does it?
Yeah.
When you see it live, it stresses you out just as much, or not really?
Yeah, not as much, because live music, you can kind of feel the flaws in it in a good way.
Yeah, but electronic music, it's the same thing.
I don't know. Maybe the visuals help me.
Okay.
But yeah, when it's like, oh, I don't like that at all.
Okay, so if you had to pick a favorite genre, what would you pick? Or, well, wait, I don't want that to ruin. Did you do like songs?
I did a favorite song, and I have a hard time picking music, but I did a few different artists.
You picked a favorite song.
Mm-hmm. I have one song.
Ain't no way I can guess that. Also,
I think you could, because I've said I want to set it as my alarm clock, and you were like, no, absolutely not.
I can't think of it. What is it?
It's a totally random band, but it's a member from a band that you like a lot.
Is it One Direction?
No, but that would be a good guess.
Oh, it's DNC, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
What song is it?
Good Day. Today is
Oh,
gonna be a good day. I used to turn that song on my way to the skating rink every single time I went to teach lessons. It doesn't matter what's happening in the day, but it puts me in a good mood instantly.
I have no problem with that song. I can feel what it would feel like to hear it every morning. And the reason that I feel negatively about this is because that person sitting next to me's habit with an alarm is it's going to go off for 45 minutes straight, even though she says she puts it on snooze. No, she does not. It goes off for 40 minutes.
I feel like that's gotten shorter. I feel like
Not
it's like
really.
20.
It hardly. It's mostly shorter because I will literally flip you out of the bed if you let it go on longer. So I'd rather hear the Apple or whatever alarm
Yeah.
that I never have to hear outside of you not getting out of bed. Because if that song is going to be your
Maybe it would get me
morning-
out of bed.
No, I don't care. Because knowing you, you will not get out of bed.
For years, wait, I gotta tell this because if Brett ever listens to this, my little brother, he has the Hillary Duff full album just like stuck in his head because I would let it go for like 8 songs. And that's exaggerating because there's no way I would make it to school on time. But at least like the first 3 of Metamorphosis, Brett has on lock because we used to share a room and then our rooms were one hall, like just like across from each other. And I would have it so loud and it would be blaring next to my head. And he would come in and be like, wake up and turn it off.
And you're going to tell me that I wouldn't have "It's Gonna Be a Good Day" just absolutely burned into
At
my
least
skull.
it wouldn't be let the rain fall down.
Honestly, it's something that would never come on in a playlist for me, so I'd rather that be burnt. Also, you
can do
will
it.
be thrown out of bed so fast if those are turned on.
Okay, therefore it has not become my alarm. But you know what I've seen people do recently?
What?
Put the Barbie, the one she wakes up to.
Which one is that? Oh, the like,
I
hey
can't-
Barb. Yeah, it's the Lizzo one, right?
No, it's like I'll look it up. It's not one that we like know. It's in the movie when she wakes up. It's like
Yeah, Lizzo, isn't it Lizzo singing the narration of it? I'm pretty certain.
maybe. I don't know.
I thought it was Lizzo. I could
Maybe.
be wrong, but I swear that that's what it was. Anyway,
Anyway,
great.
that
What's the song?
what?
Oh, it's the Gonna Be a Good Day is
Yeah.
the one song.
Yeah,
Got
it's
it.
the one
Okay,
song.
okay.
But DNC is not one of my favorite bands. That's just the
That's
one
very
song.
interesting. I'm not even gonna bother trying. There are too many songs rattling up in here. There's not a chance.
Did you pick your favorite musicians?
Yes, there's no way I could pick a favorite song. I couldn't even pick a top 10 songs.
That is really interesting. That's understandable.
Because like I heard today on a playlist, I heard like at least 10 songs that I was like, yup.
I
just-
walked in from the dentist today and Taylor was blasting.
It wasn't even that loud. It was not that loud.
It was loud.
It was not that loud.
He was okay. I went into the bathroom and it was blasting on that one too. It was blasting
Because
from every
I
speaker.
literally cleaned the bathroom and the
Don't
kitchen.
have to yell at the microphone.
I have to because I had to clean the bathroom and the kitchen.
Okay, he did, and I'm very grateful for that. But it was just shocking. It was like 11 a.m. I guess that's not that early, but he was blasting electronic music, and then like Loco Contigo, that song came on, and I was like, wait, I'm so confused. What playlist
it's
this
because
is?
it was the Skrillex and similar artists playlist, and I think it's DJ Snake wrote that song.
Probably.
So literally, it's the same genre, same level of artist.
But that song is not in any of your playlists, so I was very thrown off.
I don't normally listen. I listen to one playlist, and that's the metal,
metal
one
one.
that I play at the gym, and it's because it's very specific.
Okay, that's
Okay.
fair.
Anyway,
Your favorite artists?
you want me to go? Do I have to go 5 to 1? Are yours in order?
No.
Mine are not either.
I have a top 5.
That's what I have.
Okay. Mine is,
Eclectic as all hell.
I'm just realizing mine is all men.
Why is that a problem?
That's just odd. That's not what I would have expected.
Okay. You going first? Or am I
You go
going
first.
Okay. Should we blow through all 5?
Yeah. Give them to me.
Okay. So I'll say them in the order that I wrote them because it was the order that they came into my head.
Okay.
And it was The Devil Wears Prada,
Mm-hmm.
Porter Robinson,
Mm-hmm.
Madeon,
Mm-hmm.
Skrillex,
Mm-hmm.
Harry Styles.
Nice.
I was like, I could sit here all day and go like, oh no, but I got to put like, I don't know, Under Oath or someone else. Or I was like, oh, I really love the new Jonas Brothers album. Oh, but I like these things. I'm like, yeah, but if I literally was like top 5 favorite, I'm like, it's those for sure. Like,
I was so confused by Taylor, like when we first got together, because he went to go see Katy Perry, like her
Yeah.
concert, and I was like, "Wait a minute, what?"
oh, I love Katy Perry too. Well, hers is like a few albums are really great, and then there's stuff that I'm like, oh, it's not bad, but it's not like my favorite.
I might change my list because you just reminded me of an artist.
Okay, go. Top 5. Slam it.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay, Harry Styles.
Is number 1.
That's who I wrote down first.
Sweet.
I'm going to change what I wrote down second and put in Dermot Kennedy.
Okay.
Love his voice. Porter Robinson.
Heck yeah.
Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, okay. I could have guessed those. I also had to go back to when I was thinking about this. I had to go, okay, wait. Intentionally, we bought records, like vinyl records, of the people and the albums that we like the most, that like mean a lot to us and stuff. And I was like, well, I can't put, like, rightfully in the albums that I keep or that I buy that are in any of the genres that I like, I'm not going to put something that like I don't have that I don't go, ooh, I would love to listen to that record.
Yeah.
Like Harry's House, I could literally turn on a record player every morning and just go. I love
that album so much.
It's so good.
And it like it came into our lives like perfect timing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I put in Dermot Kennedy and Porter Robinson. I had not written those down.
Oh, who were the other 2 that you had?
Mac Miller and Surfaces.
Okay. That makes sense. I don't know where your like reggae vibe comes from. I
don't take it as a reggae vibe though. It's very California. It's like surfer California.
It's like Huntington Beach.
It
Easy
is.
there. It's not all of California.
I don't know. It just makes me feel good.
That's fine.
It's just like feel good music.
I don't like that that's your decision, but it's fine.
I honor your decision.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm not going to agree with it.
Music is hard though for me because like I don't listen to music much. I guess I do. Like
you don't casually listen to music much. You are a TV show, you're a visual consumer or a podcast. Yeah, like you like talking.
Yeah.
I do not.
So I think I've figured out why though over the years is because when I'm just like putting something on, unless it has my full attention, I feel like it should be opposite completely, but I'd rather hear people talking and have like a visual on the side that's not that interesting. So like shows that I love, like Friends, Hallmark Channel, like things that do not need my attention. I love having those on, and even like a lot of YouTube videos, but music, I really like, I feel music so deeply and it just makes me want to move and makes me want to create things. So I can't have it on when I'm trying to do other things.
I totally understand, except mine is the exact opposite.
Yeah.
Literally. But only in how I can consume it, it's the exact opposite. Because for me, I don't do, if I'm going to watch a TV show or a movie, it has my divided attention or my undivided attention.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't go through watching a TV show, a movie, a YouTube video that's like of any form of like interesting to me without giving it my attention. I like actually can't. And then if I try not to, and I try to watch something that I've seen 100 times, I get sucked in and I don't get whatever I'm supposed to be doing done. I just literally am zoned into whatever I turned on. And then I find out that I did hardly anything today, or like whatever I was trying to accomplish took 6 hours instead of 3,
Yeah.
you know?
I totally get that. And I feel like that makes complete sense. But I think it's just like my choreography brain is always just, I hear like a good beat and I want to create something. But like shows, there are definitely shows and like certain YouTubers and things that I have to not turn on when I'm working on something else. Like it does need my undivided attention, but it's, I don't know, music is just so interesting because like growing up, you probably had music on a lot.
I turned music on a lot. My dad always had music on. My mom maybe would have music on. My mom would like have music on, but it wasn't as intentionally as my dad would have music on.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But then I would have music on 100% of the time, always, no matter what. Like if I had an opportunity, it was 100% on. Like every moment.
If you were to go shopping and you put your AirPods, like would you put your AirPods in and have music?
Absolutely not.
No.
No chance.
Why?
It is so jarringly difficult for me to have my AirPods in and try to listen to something and then someone try to communicate to me and then or leave transparency mode on and then I hear the song in the store on or in wherever I am and my music and then I have to turn mine up and then now I don't remember what I was trying to do because I'm trying not to focus on 4 things. So I'd rather hear the ambient everything and I'd rather just take it for what it is and go.
I like to listen to podcasts when I'm shopping. Like
I literally
or whatever.
I won't. I'm full ahead.
Yeah.
Go do the thing. Get out.
Interesting.
But the car, full loud.
When I get in the car and Taylor's been listening to music, it is like it blasts you. And that's
Let's
like
go.
He loves metal and I liked metal before we got together and then like just from him playing it so much, I love it.
There was a while there that I forgot I liked metal. Remember?
Well, yeah.
I literally did not listen to it for a long time. I think it's because a lot of people that were around me were like very standoffish against it, so I just stopped listening to it.
But it's interesting because your journey with music is an interesting one. Like you didn't like electronic music and then you loved it and you didn't listen to metal for a bit, but you love metal.
That is weird. It is interesting. I don't understand.
But like growing up, my dad was very old, like much older than my mom. And so my mom is not someone that likes music. She just like never turned music on. But my dad turned music on every chance he got. And he would turn it on loud enough that like it would be, we didn't have speakers in like different rooms, but it was just like the one system downstairs. And he would turn it on loud enough that he could hear it wherever he was in the house. But it was always like Rat Pack and just like old music. Henry Mancini was a big one. So like that, if I'm like in a weird mood and I need like comfort, that's what I turn on. Is that old music.
That's metal for me.
Totally different vibes.
Yeah, not the same vibe at all, but it's full send. But there's something to it. But okay, so what would you say your favorite genre is? Can you pick a favorite genre?
I would have to just say pop. Because that's what I imagine that like, I don't know. Because like Harry Styles, I would say I would put in pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But who else is in pop that you're going off of? No one? Just like you would listen to like Harry Styles and all the people that are like played on the radio and you'd say that's your favorite?
Yeah, like when I'm in doubt, that's what I turn on, like a station that is pop or like top hits.
Okay. Because when I thought about that for myself, I was like, my like scapegoat easy like for sure answer would be electronic music. I would just say it's electronic music. Because I know that with electronic music, I will far more quickly find something I like or I'm okay with way before I do in say like metal or whatever the heck you would call the genres that like The Devil Wears Prada, Under Oath, and Beartooth fall under, because it's like metal has like electronic music does too, but like metal and electronic music both have like 700 subgenres for one genre of music.
Yeah.
And you're like, I get it. I totally understand. Except all of the bands in said subgenre hardly are similar.
Yeah.
And you're like, then why did you even bother when like maybe there's a couple over here that are actually closer, that actually go on tour with each other more than the ones in the same list? Like, I don't understand why you didn't why isn't it all one thing?
My answer used to be like indie alternative.
Yeah, like Jason Mraz and stuff.
I do have a Jason Mraz tattoo. But yeah, that used to be my answer. But also, I think that was half my answer because I thought it sounded cool. And it was like a little different because I couldn't say pop because that was just like so normal.
That's fair. But yeah, I don't know. I guess if I really had to be like, okay, a genre of music that I'm just all the time, it's whatever you would consider The Devil Wears Prada and Under Oath and Beartooth. That. And I have a playlist that has like, I think it's like 200 plus songs. That's just all of my favorite metal songs.
It's a good playlist.
I've shared it with a few people and they're like, this is hardly a playlist. It's literally all the albums. I'm like, no, look again. There's like 1 or 2 songs pulled out from every album. And honestly, I just want a playlist that is all of those albums.
The best playlist we've ever created was the one for your birthday.
That is the most wild, eclectic playlist. It has like Christmas music mixed with electronic music, mixed with some metal, but not a lot, mixed with Harry Styles, mixed with...
It's a lot.
It's a wild ride, and if you're here for it, it's so good.
But Taylor's been turning on jazz in the morning.
Every morning.
Every morning.
I love it.
And it's become a thing. It's
Good.
cool.
It's shoot, who is the Dizzy Gillespie is the radio station today. What is Charles Mingus? I think it's Charles Mingus.
I don't know.
There was a song that played today that I was like, wait, this is so dope.
But then there's a random like 80s song that comes on.
It's only in
one of the playlists.
It's not his. It's not the Dizzy Gillespie one. It's one of the other artists, and I don't know why it's in there, but it makes sense because it is like genre wise, it does. It kind of fits if you listen to like what it is.
I just think it's so funny when it comes on.
None of the instruments make sense because it's all like synthesizers and electronic because it's the 80s, but like
we never change it. We always just listen through.
I hear it and I'm always like, I should probably change it, but I'm like, that's fine. I'll leave it. I'm fine with it.
I love it.
But yeah,
wow. Music and movies, man, that's just like, we could talk about this for hours. We could talk about all this.
I could honestly be here. Oh, my iPad died.
It did. I asked him when we were talking about like what we wanted to talk about. I'm like, well, what about TV shows? And Taylor's not a TV show person.
That's not true. You keep saying that, and that's not true anymore. I used to not be a TV person. Let me clarify.
Yes.
She's lying. She's a liar. She's lies.
I'm not a liar.
Yes. Hold on. Hold on, please. Because I used to very much so not like TV. There was a long period of time where TV got a really, really bad rap because of the way people saw the money-making machine work of TV stories. And I really don't like those stories because the stories were, think back to The Walking Dead, but not the first like 5 seasons. It's like after that.
Yeah.
Which is wild to say. But The Walking Dead, I loved The Walking Dead, but and a bunch of other shows. But the way The Walking Dead started to repeat itself was like the season opener was insane, an amazing story, crazy stuff is happening, super high budget, all this awesome stuff happens. Then episodes like 2 through 7 literally could have been one episode, should have been one episode. And then the half season finale at episode 8 or whatever was again as crazy and big as episode 1. And I'm like, guys, why? I understand that you have to make this many episodes. I understand that you have to have this much going on, but like you probably could have done it better. And I noticed that all of these shows started doing that. Like all sorts of shows started doing that. And so like
Yeah.
every show, people would be like, "Oh, this show's amazing. It's do you like The Walking Dead? Yeah, you'll love this show." And I'm like, you realize that you just sealed why I'm never going to watch that show, because if you're relating it to The Walking Dead, you're saying they have an opener that's amazing, a bunch of filler episodes, and a finale that's amazing. The last few seasons before we stopped watching The Walking Dead, we literally would watch the opening episode, watch the intro recap of episodes 2 through 7, and then watch episode 8, and did not miss a single detail of information. And I went, what? Why would I have wasted my time then?
Yeah.
Why would I have wasted 7 hours of my life?
I mean, now though,
That's what I'm trying to get to, is that TV now is not the same. Like The Crowded Room, or Ted Lasso, or
how could I forget? I was just trying to think of my top 3, and I didn't even get Ted Lasso. Oh my gosh!
The Last of Us, or what else have we watched recently that's like really? The Chernobyl show is so good.
Mm-hmm.
There's some other
TV's
stuff that
gotten
we've
a lot
watched.
better. I didn't finish the morning show yet, but that is a good one too.
There was some stuff on Netflix that we've watched that were really good too, and I don't remember.
The Great British Baking Show.
That's a serial TV show. But so a lot of TV shows now, I actually, let's call them series, because they're not really TV shows anymore. But it's really a series now.
What I was going to say is it's like 8 to 10 episodes. TV used to be like 24, 28 episodes.
Some of the shows still can be, but now, because it's all streaming and it's not like time constrained to like live television, you're not stuck to a 30 or 40-minute episode. You can have one episode actually be like 59 minutes. And you're not taking an hour and a half of like actual live TV time.
I do feel like my productivity has gone down with television, how it's changed, because I don't have to go do things during commercials anymore.
Well, there's not commercials.
Exactly.
I think
I kind of miss commercials. Maybe that's why I like Hallmark.
You like Hallmark because you sit in here and you work all day and you don't even watch the Hallmark show that's on. It's not because there's commercials.
But now they do Christmas in July, and it's not July anymore. So now I have to wait.
We literally pay for one of the streaming things has the Hallmark channel on it that we pay for. So you can watch it all year round.
Wait, really?
Yes. I don't remember which one, but you'll have to figure it out.
This is very exciting news.
So you can watch it all year round.
But yeah, like I remember running to go do laundry or something like during the commercial, or like running to go do something during the commercial.
You do know that there is a pause button on the remote that you can like go, oh, the scene's changing. Pause, run, go do that, and come back.
Who's gonna do that?
You, Miss Complainer. You could do that. Or you could just enjoy an hour of TV and then not watch another episode and go do your thing.
Ted Lasso. I was gonna say I could quickly
shrinking.
I was gonna say I could quickly name my top 3, and you can tell when Taylor and I got together because they're all right before Taylor and I got together, because he doesn't watch TV, so we stopped watching TV.
I didn't. Yeah, all the shows that were actually on TV, like all the big shows that were on TV, I have not seen. And you're gonna go, what?
Pre-Taylor, my top would be Parenthood, Blacklist, and Friends.
Pre-Nicole, mine would be Family Guy, SpongeBob probably, and House.
Ooh.
Loved House.
You know what show I do love? Bob's Burgers.
Ooh, yeah, but that wasn't pre-you.
No.
That's post-you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ted Lasso. I think Ted Lasso would be my number 1.
I really liked Ted Lasso. I loved Chernobyl. That series was so good. I liked Shrinking a lot. I loved The Crowded Room. There's so many I'm forgetting. I know, well, not so many. We haven't watched that many, but we've watched a few others. Oh, I really, really liked the Dahmer series. That's a wild one to watch.
That's a wild ride.
That one was like rough to watch some of it, but I will say I don't connect so strongly with TV stories. Like like The Last of Us.
Mhm.
Like if you haven't seen it, sorry. But in the
We
first,
just started watching it. We haven't finished it.
we just started yesterday. But the first episode, in like the first 10 minutes,
Mhm.
it's like an hour and 20-minute episode. His like just setting up the story. His daughter dies in his arms,
Mhm.
and you're like crying. And when I've talked to any of my friends about it, they're like, "Buckle up, you're gonna be sad the whole time." And I'm like, "Okay, I've watched 2 episodes, and I've been like, yeah, that's sad." And I'm like, "Okay." But then like shrinking. But this is where it's interesting. I don't resonate with that so much, and like the death and stuff. I'm like, okay, yeah, I get it. But then like shrinking the whole time, all of those episodes, I've cried like 4 times in each episode.
That's surrounding death as well. So
But
it's not the
same.
death.
It's something about the way that it's all told.
Yeah.
All of this to say, I understand that the Dahmer one is a very like kind of touchier subject. It's a really good show if you're okay with the visuals and you're okay with the story. Honestly, it does such a good job of like not making it so like explicit and like gnarly.
They did a good job.
It's done so well. When we went to watch it though, we watched the first episode, and that first episode ends, and we both were like, wow. And we had to take like 4 days or a week.
Yeah.
And then we were like, let's try again. And then the rest of the season or the rest of the series was like not nearly as heavy as that first episode. It was all heavy, but it was not nearly. They did like the place setting in episode 1 that like was like, okay, this is going to be really gnarly. And then the rest of it was like, it's gnarly, but like not so bad that you can't watch it or you can't binge it.
We did have to watch it during the day.
Yeah, I was not about to watch that at night. But then, ironically, most of the stuff happens during the day anyway. So you're like, oh, I guess.
But yeah, we haven't watched any of the big ones like Breaking Bad. I can't.
Game of Thrones.
There we go. I was like, oh
Stranger Things.
I've watched.
You watched season 1
seasons of Stranger Things and of Breaking Bad, but I didn't finish it. It's hard to watch things a lot without you.
I watched parts of Stranger Things with you, and I was like, meh. I don't really.
Stranger Things kind of lost me along the way, but
Stranger
maybe
Things
someday.
And I'm probably very wrong on this, but to me, the vibe I got from Stranger Things was like a different It.
Yeah, I think for you and for me, it's hard because it's not in the era that we grew up in. So like for a lot of people, it's very nostalgic because it's in the like 80s, late 80s.
Yeah, but then there's like a lot of kids that love it. So, well, I guess the characters are kids, so there's the relation. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense.
We're like in the middle of the timeline. That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a weird spot.
That makes sense.
But I do think you would really like Breaking Bad.
I probably would love Breaking Bad.
I don't think you would like Game of Thrones.
I think I would hate Game of Thrones, but I don't want to tell my friends that.
Now they know.
Well, I don't know. I haven't watched it, but I don't think I'm going to like it. Also, there's like 743 seasons and like 6 billion hours of episodes. I'm not going to watch it.
But knowing you, I really think you would like Breaking Bad because you really like those actors.
Yeah. I remember when it was coming out and people were talking to me about it. The hardest thing for me at that time to detach was that like I literally had worked with Bryan Cranston and like
he was your dad.
He was literally my TV dad. So it was like like I couldn't unsee TV dad real him from it. So it like I knew I was seeing.
I don't think we've talked about that. People are going to be very confused.
I love it. But
let's not tell them. Let's leave that.
I'm leaving that one. But I remember seeing it and I couldn't unsee that I knew he was acting.
Yeah.
Because I literally had worked with him so much that I was like, I can't. I literally can't.
Yeah, we should
now
start
I
watching
could,
that.
But then I really couldn't because I was like, I know him in real life. That doesn't work to me. Like that character, that's great. You're playing a character. I can't.
Yeah.
I will also say that like my mom didn't pay for HBO.
Right.
So anything
Neither did mine. I watched it at my cousin's.
I didn't have friends that were watching it.
Yeah.
So I think all of my friends' parents did not want HBO. So I was in the bubble of no HBO. Yeah. So anything that was on like a paid subscription, I was out.
Same.
So
My cousin, we stayed a night at his place on our way to nationals. Derek and I did. And we watched that night. We were there for one night. We stayed up all night and watched the whole first season.
wild. That's crazy.
We were very tired the next day.
Speaking of tired, I would like more coffee. And are we going to the gym? And what are we doing for dinner?
Oh, all tough decisions.
Are we getting pizza?
Maybe.
Are we doing, I almost said nachos. That's not what I want.
I kind of do want to order pizza.
Brian, don't watch this. Brian, don't watch us make bad decisions.
Well, he told me to do 2 days in one day. And technically the day before I did fewer calories. So.
Yeah, but you weren't really counting it, so I don't trust it. Stop trying to make it work if it's not going to work. Okay, if you like this, if you liked us, could you please like this video? And if you are listening, could you please leave a review? That would be wonderful.
We'll love you forever.
I'm going to appreciate and love you forever anyway. So,
That's
sorry.
true.
It's kind of a little unconditional at this point. But it's conditioned to if you don't like it, I'm going to be a little less
We'll still love you, but we'll be a little sad.
Yeah, I'm going to be a little salty about it. If you want the episodes early, you can get a membership on YouTube or glitterandcatlitter.com. And we will see you on the next one.
Bye.